Good morning, everyone. So thanks for attending this webinar with association with Matterport. So we'll start smoothly because we'll have another participant that they will join us. So thank you for attending. Good morning, good afternoon. It depends of your zone timing. So the main focus of this webinar is to introduce you to the Matterport and the digital workflow. So it will be, I will be the host of this webinar, and with me, I'm introducing Mona Ismail and also Rémi Leroy from the channel marketing and the channel sales team in Europe and Middle East and Africa region. Next slide, please. So for your information, you will have a chat box, and also you will have the QA button. So feel free to ask questions. And for information, this webinar will be recorded. So we can share this webinar later with you guys. So you can share it with your team also. So who are we? So Digitadis, we are technology company. We are on the prop tech, so that's mean on the properties. We are responding to the whole life cycle of the building in terms of the reality capture. So our mission is to powering 3D technology and reality capture professionals with innovative solution and help them better respond to their customer needs. So the vision is to become, let's say, that trusted advisor and also one of the Middle East and Africa top value-added distributor in the 3D technology and also in reality capture. So through a broad solution offering, like Matterport, who is the leader on the reality capture and the digital twin solution. Next slide, please. So we are located in Morocco. We have office in Casablanca. We are also located in UAE. We have an office in Dubai. So we can serve different region, let's say mainly Africa through the Casablanca office, and also Middle East through our Dubai office. Next slide, please. So this is the slide about our offer. So we have equipment offer, but also software and services. So in terms of equipment, we are offering to our clients workstation, gaming computers. So where professional, they can use them to make the rendering, to use the 3D design software, but also using the high level of data, because for 3D rendering, we need computer workstation or gaming computer. So in terms of reality capture, we have different type of reality capture devices. I will have the chance to show you on the next slide the type of equipment we are presenting in the region. The third offer that we are offering here in the region, we have different type of software in terms of graphic design, but also on the CAD business. Mainly of our software, they are SaaS, that means software as services. Last but not least, we can train all our customer about our equipment, but also about the software that we are representing in the region. Next slide, please. So this is the whole equipment that we are representing in our region. So we are representing 360 cameras. So 360 cameras, we can use them for virtual tour, but also we can use them for monitoring the site. So to track the progress of any construction project. We have 3D laser mapping. It's very interesting for the surveyor and geomatic professional. So this is type of equipment that we can fix on vehicles to create let's say Google View Street, or also we can create a digital twin of a big municipalities, or let's say if someone who has orientation about smart cities. So it's very useful to capture all the infrastructure about cities or big spaces. We offer also time-lapse. So time-lapse is a camera that has a panel solar, and also we can put 4G connection. So those cameras really can capture images, and after that we can create a long-term time-lapse. It's a video that can track the progress of construction of big building. So 360 mobile mapping, it's based on images. It's photogrammetry, because the main difference between laser mapping and 360 mobile mapping is the technology. So here we are using photogrammetry. So we are using 360 cameras to create a view street, or let's say a mapping of an area. A LiDAR scanner, this is one of technology that Matterport is offering, because Matterport, they have two types of technologies. They have cameras, 3D cameras based on photogrammetry, and here this is the new generation based on LiDAR scanner. The 3D object scanner, it's very interesting to create a reverse engineering or to scan an object. So we can scan an object for different type of region. So we can scan an object to have the 3D model of any type of object. Let's say people that they are doing a virtual staging, we can scan like a chair and take this chair and use it on virtual staging application, or we can use it on also in industrial application. The ER, this is what we call it, not augmented reality, because I know people, they are confusing augmented reality and assisted reality. So here we are talking about glasses that can help different type of professionals to have assisted reality in terms of maintenance, or let's say in terms of engineering, to help operator to have the right information on the right time on the site. So 3D cameras, it's one of the technology that Matterport they are offering. They have Matterport Pro 2. You will have a chance on the upcoming slides to understand the features, but also the pricing. And last but not least, the VR equipment. It helps us to have the visualization of all the virtual tour or 3D content that we'll create with those reality capture equipment. Next slide, please. So good to know. IoT business, so up to 89% of all IoT platforms will contain some form of digital twin capability by 2025. So it's very important in terms of maintenance, or let's say to track the progress of construction, or let's say for people that they are doing asset management or facility management. So we can collect the data from sensors, and those sensors, we can visualize all the information, let's say like temperature, like humidity. So all this content, we can visualize it directly on the digital twin. COVID-19 was one of the acceleration, let's say, or driver to accelerate the use of digital twin on architecture, engineering, construction. So as a result of COVID-19, 31% of all respondents use digital twin to improve employee or customer safety, such as the use of remote asset monitoring to reduce the frequency of in-person monitoring. So it's very interesting, like for university, for schools. So instead of having on-site visits, or let's say on-site physical visits, we can start using digital twin or virtual tour to help people visit our spaces virtually. The third thing it's good to know that the global digital twin market size was valued at $31 billion USD in 2021, and is projected to reach $48.2 billion by 2026. So that's mean there is a lot of potential. I think we are on the first level of digitalization and the use of digital twin, and there is a lot of benefits. And this is one of the topic was one we want to speak about digital twin during this webinar. Next slide, please. Yeah, we already speak about this slide. Yeah, so now here I'm giving the mic to Muna, so she can introduce herself and also give us the agenda about this webinar.
Thank you, Abdelillah. Hi, everyone. My name is Muna Ismail. I'm the Channel Sales Development Representative in Matterport, and I'm glad to be here and be part of this webinar. So today I will give you a small introduction about Matterport. We are going to see how it works, talk about our hardware, our software, add-ons, and then the building life cycles. Next slide. For the people who doesn't know about Matterport, Matterport is a web-based platform that allows you to create a 3D digital twin of any given space by capturing 3D scans using a 3D camera, like Pro 2, Pro 3, mobile phone, and 360 cameras. All you have to do is to download the app on the mobile, then the platform processes image, creating 3 digital twin of space. In Matterport, we have around 6 million spaces. These are models of people who have scanned. We have 400,000 users and different offices around the world. Now we are going to play a video that will show you quickly what Matterport is all about. Next slide.
Meet Matterport, the market-leading 3D platform that lets anyone turn a physical space into an immersive digital twin. Homes, offices, factories, shops, museums, schools, you name it. Scans are captured from any compatible camera, including the phone in your pocket. This recent innovation is only possible because of Matterport's huge data library. And behind it all is Cortex, our powerful AI and deep learning neural network that automatically stitches together images to construct dimensionally accurate 3D models. Once a digital twin is created, it can be customized with matter tags, labels, and guided tours, and easily shared with anyone on any device. They can virtually view, collaborate, and engage with 3D spaces. Thousands of companies in over 150 countries use Matterport and have realized unparalleled value. Millions of spaces of every kind have been captured, comprising billions of square feet and 3D data points, resulting in the largest spatial data library in the world. And it gets bigger every day, allowing customers across the property lifecycle to unlock unprecedented spatial data insights and analytics. Matterport has been digitizing the built world for a decade. Now, we're massively scaling towards achieving our mission of making every building and every space more valuable and accessible.
Next slide.
Meet.
As you can see, Matterport is easy to use. Anybody can use it, and every business can really benefit from digital twins. So the data collected from a digital twin gives you great insight into the complete life cycle of products and processes. So if you look at the left here, we have got 4 categories. The first one is access, understand, reduce, and improve. So we will go through them one by one. Access is one of the strongest points we have that allows users to collaborate from all over the world. So in older days, before digital twins, people may go on site, but now through the touch of digital twins, you can look at the cloud, see the models, and you can show views. It allows you also, and it allows for users to have valuable insights to make decisions. For example, you can see in any of the captures that you have all the data that you need in terms of what you are trying to capture. And in terms of reduction, Matterport can save your money and can generate revenue and efficiency. And in terms of environmental, you don't have to go to a specific place. Matterport can reduce the time and need so everyone can do it. And for the improvement, this can help with marketing, and it can optimize your workflow, manage your supply chain, product quality, as well as spot error before they happen. Next slide. Now I will talk about Matterport Discover. So Matterport Discover, this is a very interesting feature within Matterport. This feature was just released, and it is a platform to view interactive 3D models. So it can be shared by Matterport community. So people from all over the world can share the digital twins if they want to. And this is a great way for customers to show their work and find inspirations. Like, for example, from museums, you have real estate, factories, hotels, historical venues. You can find inspiration, everything on Matterport Discover, you can find it. Thank you very much, everyone. That's an introduction of Matterport. And now I will hand it to Remy, who's going to take you to more details.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Mona and Abdelila. We are going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about how Matterport works. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Remy Leroy, and I'm the Channel Enablement Manager here at Matterport. We have a short video that I would like to show you that will explain to you how it works. Now, you will see one camera, and your first reaction could be, well, that's how this camera works. But basically, what I want to tell you before playing the video is that the way to scan with Matterport, whether you're using the phone in your pocket or a 360 camera or the Pro 2 like you will see in the video, is going to be always the same. It's going to be very, very similar every time. So if you see how simple it is to use Matterport Pro 2, you will see that it's also equally easy to use other hardware to scan with Matterport. So let's go ahead.
Matterport lets anyone turn any space into a digital twin. An accurate and immersive 3D model that can be shared, measured, and customized by you or a team. This is the Matterport Pro 2 camera, the gold standard for professional 3D capture. First, place the camera on a tripod and press the on button in the back to turn your camera on. Use an iOS or Android device to take control of your camera. Go to Settings, Wi-Fi, and find your camera Wi-Fi. To start scanning, use the Matterport Capture app. Press the Scan button to take your first scan point. You can turn around the camera or hide in another room in order to not appear on the scan. The layout of the room you are scanning will appear on your tablet. Just continue scanning, one scan point at a time. Move the camera every 2 to 3 meters after each scan point until you have the whole floor plan on your tablet. On average, it takes 20 to 30 minutes to scan 100 meters squared, depending on the nature of the space. When you have finished scanning, simply click on Upload, and we will take it from there. Following your scan, we will create your digital twin, as well as HD photos, videos, and floor plans. From your Matterport account, you will be able to get the links to share your models, take extra pictures, download videos, add labels, add matter tags, an easy way to enrich the model with photos, videos, documents. Take measurements of the floor plan or anything inside the model. Matterport is revolutionizing the built world in multiple industries. To find out more, book a meeting, give us a call, or visit our website, www.matterport.com.
All right, so as you can see, it is very simple to use Matterport. And again, no matter the hardware that you're going to use, it's very easy to use it. You basically, this video tells it all, but don't worry, the people at Digitadis are also here to help you. So they are our experts in the Middle East and Africa. So if you need training, if you need more information, of course, they will give their details at the end of the webinar to give you more information. So I would like to talk now about Cortex, because in my opinion, the real beauty of Matterport is more to do with our artificial intelligence. The hardware we can use, as you have seen, we can use different types of hardware with Matterport, but the real beauty is our artificial intelligence Cortex. Cortex is the program that will transform any space into a digital twin. So it will, as you can see, it will map with a cloud point all the space that you are scanning and transform it with high definition visuals into a digital twin. So this is where the magic happens, basically. And now we're going to have a look at all the compatible hardwares that are compatible with Matterport. So the first one is simply the phone you have in your pocket. You can start by scanning with your phone. But for a little bit more stability, we do recommend to use Axis. Axis is a motorized stand that you can use with your smartphone, and that can allow you to start scanning with Matterport. So we do recommend Axis on smaller spaces, but you're gonna, depending on your phone as well, the quality of image is gonna be a little bit different. But in your journey with Matterport, it's always a good start to use the phone in your pocket, again, Digitadis will be available to give you more information. Afterwards, we have 360 cameras. 360 cameras are the next step, basically. They allow you to scan a little bit bigger spaces. The accuracy is not as good as we're going to see with the Pro 2 later on, but they have a good quality image, and that they can allow you to scan smaller properties. They will have some limits on bigger properties, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible, but there will be some limits on bigger properties, and you can, they work with all subscription plan with Matterport, so it's a great next step when you are starting to scan spaces with Matterport. And finally, you saw it in the video. This is the Matterport Pro 2. This is really directed at scanning professionally. So if you are a real estate agent and you want to show properties, the properties that are in your care, or if you're a photographer and you want to offer your services as a capture technician, if you're in a construction company and you want to capture and document the construction site that you're working on, if there's no limit of space, whether you're scanning a very small studio flat or a very big commercial space, the Pro 2 is going to be the best ally. It's scanning with the Pro 2. It's very smooth. It's a very smooth experience. The accuracy is very good. The Pro 2 is an infrared camera, so it's a 3D camera, but based with infrared, so not LiDAR, but infrared. So it's mainly going to be used indoor. Doesn't mean that you cannot use it outdoor as well. It's just that it would have to be under certain circumstances, where early in the morning, where the sun is up but not too high, or later in the evening as well. Otherwise, the infrared of the sun in the sunlight can blind the camera. But other than that, for indoor, it's a great camera. It's very quick. What you saw on the video is exactly how it happens. You're gonna take a scan point, so the camera will turn 360 degrees for 20 seconds, and you will be able to move the camera and move through the space that you are scanning. It's very smooth. It's very easy to use. And it's very quick. You have an amazing quality of images, 4K resolution, and 134 megapixel. So you have a great all-in-one tool that will allow you to do amazing digital twins. So that's for the hardware. And now we're going to talk about the everything that you can do with the software. Again, I'm not going to go through every single thing that you can do with the software. I just want to showcase a few examples. But the Digitadis team is available for training if you need to find out more about the software and what you can do with the software and the add-ons. Well, feel free to get in touch with Mr. Sage at the end of this webinar. First thing that you're going to get with Matterport is a series of assets that you can download. And we're talking about high definition picture. We're talking about videos that you can share on social media, that you can share on different screens, depending on how you want to promote the buildings that you're in charge of. So those are unlimited. You can take as many as you want, and they are in very, very good quality picture. In the real estate industry, for example, we see a lot of companies that only use Matterport because it's a tool that replaces and cancels and replaces all the tools that they were using. They were using a phone, they were using a meter, a laser meter, and now basically they can use one tool and they have everything. They have their pictures, their video, their digital twin, they have the measurements, they have the floor plan. In the construction companies as well, it's the same story. They tend to use lots of different tools, and Matterport is an all-in-one tool that offers so many advantages. So that's for the tools that they can download. I was talking about videos as well. So it's another experience. And you know, sometimes we talk a lot about digital twin and virtual tour, but there's nothing interesting in a digital twin in a virtual tour if everything is deformed and if the visuals, the volumes are not respected. If you don't feel like you're actually inside the building and you don't understand how big a room is, there's not really a point in having a virtual tour of a space. And this is the big difference with Matterport. This is the alliance of high definition visuals allied with very precise measurement taken by the camera that allows us to create digital twin that way you feel like you're walking inside the model. You understand the way the volumes and the space is structured. These are just examples of videos that you can get with Matterport. You have that shows the dollhouse view, that shows the virtual tour inside, but the entire experience is very interesting for the viewers. And then we have other tools like Notes. So Note is a great tool that allows you to collaborate with different members of your team. So here we have an example of the general manager asking the engineering team, how is the wear and tear of pool furniture? So they simply add a little note in the virtual tools. That's a tool that you will have in your Matterport software in the online. And you can literally collaborate with different members of your team very quickly without having to go on site, without having to send pictures or to show a video. You have the digital twin and you can send people, can you please replace this light? Can you please check if this fire extinguisher is still available, is still correct? All those questions. Can you check if this wall has been painted correctly in the construction industry? That it allows a very smooth collaboration on projects, as well as documentation on all the information that is being shared by the people in your company, in the company. We have tags as well, and guided tours. So matter tags are those little dots of color that you will. So this is first the video of the guided tour. This is more of a marketing feature where you can add a title. You can show different pictures of the of the virtual tour, and you see those little colored dots that you see in the video. Those are matter tags. So those are little dots that when you bring your mouse next to it, it opens a window, and on this window you can share. You see them. You see them here on the video. You can share a lot of information. You can share videos, text, document, PDFs. So it allows you to enrich your Matterport model with lots of information. So again, I encourage you to think about all the different industries where Matterport has a great impact, because you can add so much to a virtual tour, to a Matterport digital twin, that a lot of different industries see value in this. Then we have views. Views is a way to, with one single model, you can basically create different experience. So let's imagine a hotel. You have a hotel like this one, with different meeting rooms, different spaces, and you have different teams in your organization. You have a team for maintenance, you have a team for customer. You might want to use your virtual tour to promote your hotel online. So views basically allows you to have the same model but with different experience. So you can use the same model, one for maintenance, one to promote to your customer. And it saves you a lot of time, and it allows you to have different experience on the same model. Trim and 3D trim and blur is another tool that allows you to hide different elements. So sometimes in virtual tour, if you are working in real estate, you might want to hide the pictures with the family pictures. If you are working in construction, and you might want to hide sensitive information, if you have the name of the customers on your files, again, that's something you might want to hide. It's a very simple tool that allows you to hide different elements of inside the model. Measurements, this is something that is obviously used in many different industries when we want to understand how big furniture is in a space. Is my sofa going to fit in the living room? Is my fridge my new fridge is going to fit in this kitchen? Is this new server, do we have enough space in this room to add a new server? Etc. It's a great tool. The great thing with scanning with Matterport is that it allows you to have access to measurement information. But I do have to say, if the most accurate measurements you're going to get are going to be with the bigger Matterport camera. So the Pro 2 and the Pro 3. You will get a good idea with the smartphone and the 360 camera. But if you really are looking for precision, you're going to have to go with the Pro 2 minimum. So everything that I've just shown you here, all those elements, and there's many more tools that you can use. And again, I invite you to get in touch with Digitadis to learn more. All of those are part of the Matterport software. And you have other elements that we call add-ons, and those have an extra cost because they require a little bit of support to create. But you will also be able, so we've got the schematic floor plan, we've got what we call the matter pack. The matter pack is a set of files generated from the collected data that you get from the Pro 2, from the camera, and that allows you to include those files into a third-party design software. So we have a XYZ point cloud, we have an OBJ mesh, and we have the floor and ceiling plans. We also have an E57 and a BIM file. So the floor plan it looks like this. It's very straightforward. It's a black and white floor plan, and it allows you to have lots to very quickly have a floor plan design. And sometimes you don't want to spend hours doing it. You just want to have it ready. Well, it's possible with Matterport, and you have several options. You can have it. You can ask for an express floor plan to have it in very short time. And then, or you can have it in 24 hours, depending on how fast you need the plans. The matter pack, as I was saying, the matter pack, as I was saying, is a series of it's a bundle of assets with lots of different elements that allow you to recreate the space in 3D for design purposes. So if you want to break a wall or add a window, or you're going to be able to very quickly do you're going to be able to very quickly create a 3D space of the property that you scan with lots of different elements that we saw earlier. E57. So the E57 is an industry standard, so you will know what an E57 is. So you can get that file downloaded straight away from your Matterport account. What you see here, just for your information, what you see here is on top compared to the bottom is the difference between a matter pack, a cloud point that you get with a matter pack, and the cloud point that you get with an E57. As you can see, the density of the cloud point that you get with an E57 is much denser. So it depends on what you want to do with the model. It depends, but the matter pack originally was created to allow any type of computer to work with the matter pack. With the E57, you start. It's a lot of data. It's those files are heavy, so you do need to have a powerful computer to be to work with the E57. And then we have the BIM capabilities as well. So depending on what you need, if you want to get an idea of the MEP, if you want the furniture as well, or if you want just the architecture base, we can recreate BIM building elements for BIM very quickly, and it's a huge save of time and a huge save of money for all the different projects that you're working on. So it's also a capability from Matterport. And finally, I wanted to talk a little bit about the building life cycle, because as I said, the Matterport started in real estate. There's no denying that. The idea was to help properties sell faster and show properties to more people in the world. But Matterport has become so much more now, and we have found that there is a use case for Matterport in all the different in all the steps of the building life cycle. So if we start with the building, we start with design. With Matterport, we're going to be able to capture the existing conditions. We're going to be able to start designing. We're going to be able to capture the existing condition to start designing the model. Then when we go where the construction is going to happen, we're going to be able to, with Matterport, to document and to collaborate on the construction. So we don't need to be on site all the time. We can have very quickly, very efficiently have a digital twin of the property that is being built, and then collaborate on the different elements of the building. So it's a great tool for construction company. Once that building is built, when it's time to promote it for different reasons, you might want to invite customers into your building, or you might want to sell the building, or you might want to rent the building. So whether you are a restaurant, a hotel, or a real estate agent, or a photographer, there's always Matterport is a great way to promote a building, because you're going to have this wow effect of the digital twin and the dollhouse view, and you're going to have incredible quality of images, and that's a great way. And all those models can, on top of that, be enriched with lots of data and elements, and shared very easily, and so on social media platform, or on your own website. So it's another way to look at promoting businesses. Operate as well. Mr. Sage talked about it with IoT. There's lots of very interesting things happening between Matterport and IoT as well, where we can link with the Matter tag that you saw. We can link lots of different elements to the digital twin. So we can control the security cameras from your digital twin. You can see you can control the temperature. You can lots of great things that allow you to operate your buildings, the buildings that are in your care. Insurance purposes as well, you get a complete geolocalized and dated digital twin of the property. So you know exactly what you have in the property. You know exactly at what time what you had in the property. So it's a great way to keep track of the state of the properties. And finally, when something happens, well, you might need to repair your property, and we're back to design. You get an idea of the work that needs to be done, and very quickly you can measure the digital twin to see how much paint you're going to need to repaint that wall, or how much hardwood floor you're going to need to replace the floor. So all that information it's a gain of time, it's a gain of money. It's very, very valuable, and it's a great tool for your business, no matter what the business is. Muna mentioned it a little bit earlier. Every business can benefit from Matterport, because as you can see, as if you're working in a building, if you're living in a building, if you're renting or selling a building, there is a potential for you with Matterport. So thank you very much for listening to us. I'm going to give my mic back to Mr. Sage, and again, we are very thankful for your time.
Thank you so much, Remy, for the useful information. Just to check, guys, so on this slide, we'll discuss about pricing, about equipment. If you can use the chat box, we want just to understand your country and also your industry. If you can just put on the chat box your industry and your country, so it can help us also to understand from which region you are attending and how we can serve your industries. So as explained by Remy, so the equipment lineup of Matterport, we have different type of equipment. So we can start by the entry-level equipment with the Matterport Access. So it's cost 79 euros. So this pricing, it's not included the local taxes, customs, and transportation. So just for information, all the pricing you are seeing here on this slide, it's not including all those fees. So after the Matterport Access, we have the medium range product with the Matterport Pro 2, which is using mostly by all the photographers that they are working on the real estate, on all professionals that they are working on the virtual tour. So the Matterport Pro 2, it starts at 3,180 euros. And after that, we have the newest product that just released by Matterport, with the Matterport Pro 3. Is a LiDAR, as explained by Remy. We can use it for indoor and also for outdoor. Has more accuracy, and also the range measurement is very big and very high. So the pricing, it starts at 5,695 euros. Last but not least, for users that they are looking for affordable 360 cameras, Matterport accepted and also can support the Insta360 ONE X2. The pricing of this camera is 490 euros. Next slide, please. So here about subscription, I want to invite everyone to scan the QR code. So the QR code can help you to use the free subscription of Matterport. So you can start train yourself by using your iPhone, or you have already 360 cameras. So in terms of subscription, as you can see, you have 5 subscription plans. The starter one starts at $9.99 every month. And by the way, if you purchase the annual subscription, you can save some, I think something around 10 or 15%, if I can remember, but you can track all those pricing online. So after that, you have the professional subscription. The professional subscription, that's not what is good about this plan. It's compatible with the Matterport Pro 2. You can have 25 spaces, and also you can have 5 users. That means it's very interesting for real estate brokers if you have 5 members. So each member can have an account, and also they can use the Matterport with the Matterport Pro 2. You have also the Professional Plus that can allow you to have 50 spaces and 5 users. You have the Business Plan that can allow you to use 125 spaces and also 10 users. The high level plan is the Business Plus. We can go over 125. It supports 300 spaces. And in terms of users, there is 25 users. If your company want to scan more than 300 and also they want to have more than 25, we can take your inquiry and we can give you the code based on the volume of spaces and the volume of users. Next slide, please. So yeah, I want to thank everyone about your participation. I hope that you enjoyed the webinar. You find the content that we have shared with you very useful. So we'll have a surveying box. There will be some question. I would love to ask everyone if you can respond to all your questions. So the main objective is to analyze the participant experience and also to understand what type of topic, what improvement we can do for the next webinars. I'm not sure if Muna or Remy, they want to add another point before moving to the surveying points.
No, thank you very much, everybody. It was a pleasure to introduce you to Matterport. Thank you, Abdelila, for this the great work that you do with Matterport in Middle East and Africa. Have a great day, everybody, and don't forget to go through the survey. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.